it down.
Ah, okay.
They letting you know that you might end up playing this stuff or whatnot. And
now,
you might just come out there and play a couple of games and go back home.
okay, but with that being said though, like I'm okay. I'm okay with the format. Again, I don't care about anybody's complaining or bitching about where they fell, where they're seated, or anything like that. But what I will tell you is that I believe that the Mavericks really do benefit, not just being a homer, but I wholeheartedly believe that the Mavericks benefit from this the best because you have Kristaps who's been able to, you know what I'm saying, rest more, get physically right. You have Luka who's been able to work out all his little dings and nicks that he had all the way up through this point, and it's so beneficial for us right now. We've shown that we can go head to head with the Lakers and legitimately, like, I think the last time I saw, I think we split our games with them 1-1, and both games that we played, we won one. Excuse me, we won one, and the second one that we lost, we barely lost it. Like we barely lost it. So I'm again, you can call it being a homer, maybe I am, but just going with my gut and what I've seen from these teams, I'm not sold that the Lakers are just gonna go through and completely run through the West. You know, everybody's on their LeBron horse and everything like that. We don't know if Anthony Davis gonna stay healthy. The thing with the Clippers, they're real good and they're a legit threat. They're a contender, but it's still kind of an unknown because it's their first time going through this. Not just going through the playoffs, but now you got this whole layoff with the COVID thing and everything. It may affect their whole chemistry. So we don't know what we're gonna get out of the Clippers. And when you take into account how wild the West is and how competitive the Mavs have been, like before all of this shut down, I think we're in perfect position, and we're young. We're not an old team. We're in perfect position to come back in and hold the West down.
Yeah, we are, man. But at the same time, once again, who's all gonna show up?
That's your question mark right there. Is who's gonna actually step up? Because if everybody comes back and we just hit the ground running right where we left off, we good. But with us being in that 7 seed spot, we cannot come out lacking at all because we got Portland and them boys right behind us as far as the 8th and 9th seed.
Portland's a tough team.
Yes. I'm not trying to get in that. We actually need to move up. We don't need to lose ground. We need to move up because I don't want to see the Clippers in the first round. I feel good about our chances, but I don't want to see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and them boys in the first round. Like I'm good on that.
No,
we'll holler at you in the second and the third round, but that's how I feel on that. My Mavericks are good. I don't believe because I'm not confident in the Lakers. And as far as the East, I'm sorry, I really don't care about the East. I'm like,
have we ever cared about the East? I mean, like us, like it's me and you. I ain't gonna say people. I'm talking about me and you. We ever cared about the East?
I don't think so, bro. Because I think for us, like the Western Conference Finals is basically like our NBA Finals. Like I feel like the Finals is gonna be in the West this year.
The West has always been so dominant.
Exactly. And so like whoever comes out of the East, there's nobody who can come out of the East who I can legitimately sit back and be like, okay, they're a shoe-in. People gonna say 76ers all day, but we've seen how inconsistent they've been. Not just this season, but the season before. Ben Simmons ain't got his shot. I know you can talk about Giannis, but at the same time, remember, this is his last year before his contract is up, and then you got all those players who had to sit down. He doesn't really have a full squad that he needs. Is that small little group of guys that he have, are they all gonna come through? Or is it going to be all left up to him? Because when it's playoff time, I'm sorry, Giannis ain't walking through the playoffs by himself all the way to the finals. Well, maybe through the East.
Well, he gonna walk East. I was just gonna say he can walk to that East.
He can LeBron this thing, but I tell you what, by the time he gets to those Western Conference Finals, go ahead and wrap it up, B. Wrap it up, B.
Wrap that shit up, B.
Wrap that shit up, B.
You better wrap that gamble up, B.
I'm telling you. And that's what I mean. Am I wrong though? I mean, what do you think? Is there anybody coming out of the East right now who you feel is a threat? Even the Toronto Raptors, while they have been good, you're not about to. They're like the Mavericks. I don't think they were.
they got the squad or whatnot, but to be honest, no. I mean, it's the West or die. That's all it is. It's the West or die.
Bet, bet. Well, shit, man. Oh, and what do you think about it being at Disney World or wherever in Orlando or wherever the fuck they doing that shit?
Well, Florida is the only state that's really like, hey, come on down here. We'll just do what the hell ever or whatnot. So, I mean, Georgia's about to become like that, and shit. Look at us. We're about to become like that.
Well, shit, man.
For those who don't know, we're in Texas.
Bro, honestly, that's all I freaking got as far as NBA, man. I really ain't got nothing more, much more on that. I mean, I done said my piece about.
I will say this: they did come out and say that the draft lottery we're gonna do it around August 25th, and the actual draft will happen October 15th.
Okay, yes, I did see that when I was in the gym this morning. That I'm sorry, bro. It's just I'm so used to like around like the summertime and shit like that, just that feel of it being the draft and then just rolling in. It's gonna feel weird, but at the same time, like I said, I don't think you're gonna hear anybody complaining about shit. I really don't.
No, they're gonna do this quick season, do the draft, and all that right there, and they're gonna try to do start the 2021 season in December. So,
and I don't want to hear nobody complaining. Oh, well,
hopefully, so by the end of that season,
draft,
we can get back to normal.
Or because of the short season, whoever wins the championship, I'm saying it right now, they freaking deserved it because they came back from the same layoff as everybody. I don't want to hear.
I don't want to hear. I don't hear that asterisk shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Ain't none of that because everybody coming back on the same shit. Hey, if your ass didn't work out and put that work in through all this shit and take advantage, hey. Not our problem, and that goes for my team included. Y'all better come back ready, because if not, I'm gonna
come with it, man. Come with it.
Because you know we gonna be on that ass if they ain't. We gonna be on their ass if they ain't. Like seriously, y'all think like the content we've been giving y'all right now is good, but imagine only if we was actually having sports shit to really talk about.
I'm just saying, like we had to dig in the crates today or whatnot like, because all the shit is going on in the world.
Like just to try to make this shit interesting, because it's a dry week. It's just one of those. You said it before we went on. It's a dry week.
It's a dry week. I mean, it's a dry week in entertainment news or whatnot. There's a lot of news out there, but it's news that we don't want to bring up right now.
Right. But shit, man.
But yeah, man. Okay. Switch on to our next topic, then, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm with that. I'm with that all day, every day.
Well, since we don't have any more sports to talk about, I thought we'd go ahead and switch on over to some gaming news or whatnot. And well, I'll start off my little short story, and then I'll let you go into something that might be very interesting to people.
Go ahead, sir.
So Saturday, we talked about the wrestling game that Virtual Underground,
with the indie wrestlers
is developing. Yes, or whatnot. Well, a lot of those wrestlers that are signed to Impact Wrestling.
Okay.
I guess Impact didn't know about this. Oh. Because once word got out about that game, all of a sudden they started telling their people, oh, no. Y'all can't be in that game. Whatever contracts y'all got to tell them, we can't do that now. So they're telling their wrestlers they have to pull out of that shit now.
Holy hot damn.
We don't know if that means that Impact's like, hey, no, we already have a game getting ready to come. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to start developing. We need y'all here. Or if it's just, hey, we own your IPs. So, no. Unless Impact's getting a slice of that, no, we're not doing that. But Ring of Honor and stuff like that, they're not doing that. Just Impact.
Man, so,
NWA ain't even doing it. Just Impact.
Bro, you would have thought they would have had, you know what I'm saying, dotted their I's and crossed their T's on this. Like, that right there, you know what that does right there? After we already had our reservations once they said Vince Russo was going to be, or they were campaigning for Vince or Enzo.
No, you had your reservations. I was down with it.
Okay, well, when you take that into consideration and then you take into account this right here, I'm sorry, bro, that already says failure for this game. Because you know what that looks like and sounds like? That sounds like you're back when WCW, when they had all their miscommunication and everybody wasn't on the same page.
Hold on. I'm confused here. I'm not confused. Are you blaming the gaming company?
No, I'm not saying it's their. It's not their fault that the wrestlers didn't make sure that their stuff was straight before they went and signed those contracts. But what I am saying though
Oh,
is when we're looking at it in the business sense, when you look at public opinion and news and stuff like that, people are gonna hear this, and if you thought people were already sitting on their hands before they were gonna buy this game, people are gonna be a little bit iffy now. Like you're gonna have to really sell people on this shit. Like you're gonna have to give us some meat for us to be up for folks to really get up on this now, because people were already might
well,
have. Uh,
no. Well, from all the reports and Twitter chatter that I'm seeing and whatnot, it's quite the opposite. That's why I was kind of looking at you funny, because you're the only one that kind of went. Yeah, you're the only one kind of went that path. Like everybody's looking at Impact, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Unless y'all have a game coming out, those people have already signed contracts. So what the fuck can you do?
does Impact
They
have any
making their
type of
money.
exclusive type of deal with their wrestlers
That's
that
the
stops them
thing.
from doing that?
That's the thing right there. We're trying to figure out who has this, who has exclusive shit and who don't or whatnot. Because Impact does this thing where sometimes they don't. Example: Jordan Grace, the women's champion, just signed a contract with Impact.
Okay.
She has been wrestling with Impact for like 2 years now.
Okay.
She's been getting paid on the show up and we pay you type basis. They put the belt on her without her having a contract. They don't really do like WWE do, and it's like, yeah, you on a 5-year deal, blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, we're gonna pay you for showing up like 10 tapings. We're gonna pay you to show up for doing this here.
Boy, that sounds so Dixie Carter like back in the day type shit.
But that's how they still are. Even with the backing of Sinclair, that's how they still are. So, I mean, it's not like DC Carter who wasn't paying people or whatnot. They're actually getting paid in it.
No, I meant just on the disorganized part, as far as just having all your shit in line and in order.
Yeah, that's why we're looking at Impact right now.
Right. I agree with that. This is something that you probably should have had your ear to the ground on. If your employees or signed contracts to be in a video game, you might want to know about that. Right, exactly.
Found out about that when we found out about it.
That's a damn shame. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, get up, like, yeah, nah, that's legit. That's legit.
So, I'm sorry. I know that's a little bit of wrestling news, but it had to do something with some gaming. So that's why I had to put both of them together, bro.
Now, hey, shit, I'm all with the shit. It was on topic. So shit. Anyways, man.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna let you dive into this list that you seem very intrigued by, and I need I'm okay. Prep it like this.
Okay.
Me, you can say, Philip, who developed Final Fantasy? I don't fucking know. I just played the damn games. No. I know that. Who was like the person behind it? Who, you know what I'm saying? Who's the main developer?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. So people can be like, yo, this guy made this game. This guy made that game. This guy was the director of this game. I don't know that stuff. So even when it comes to like studios, I know studios because I know who makes the type of games that I like to play.
Right.
So I'm more or less like, hey, it is what it is. Now I want you to go ahead and go down this list though, so I can actually learn something today. So I'll let you take the floor, sir.
Now, in this one, I'm not gonna lie. This topic actually came by like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was just scrolling, doing my Flipboard shit, and I thought about, I think us 90s babies would really love some shit like this. Because we'd be able to really, like, this is gonna hit us in the feels in the nostalgia area. And you think about all these different game developers that you remember growing up, that you just saw on what feels like every game, that just aren't around anymore. Like, you don't see certain names. And I would throw out some examples, but that would kind of fuck up the list. So I'm going to go down. Some you've heard of, some you haven't. But you'll recognize the games, though. That's the thing. You might not know the publisher, but you recognize these games.
Oh, okay. Oh, we going publishers. Oh, I thought you was going directors.
No.
Oh, that's even better. Let's go.
No, my bad. No, you're right. It is like game developers, not publishers. My bad.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll let you take the floor, sir. I'm sorry.
For sure.
Keep going.
The first one, Silicon Knights. Now, that is the name. I saw it and I was like, who the fuck is this? But as soon as I saw the name of the game, I was like, it don't even matter what the fuck they name it or who the fuck they are. Legit. Blood Omen
What's the game?
Legacy of Kain.
I think I know that.
Now remember, they used to have those Blood Omen games where it'd have that little white grayish Dracula looking motherfucker with the white hair and the blood and fangs
Yeah.
type shit on the cover. So you had that, but they ended up going away. R.I.P. Then you got, which is maybe kind of fucked up considering the times right now, but pandemic games. Um, their games were Dark Reign, Star Wars Battlefront, jump that off, and Destroy All Humans. Now, Destroy All Humans is one of those that it came and went, but it was fun as fuck at the time. Like it was hella fucking fun at the time. And I don't know about y'all, but that was my shit. That was my shit. The next one, Irrational Games. Now, this is a gaming company that, while you may only know of them for this one game, this is all the fuck you need to know. They gave us BioShock. Now, the reason why they fell apart is because they sold to Microsoft. You might remember that from back in the day. The people who created BioShock sold off to Microsoft, and when they did that, the employees kind of got wind of it and shit. So employees just started leaving and dropping right off the back. Now they go by a new name, Ghost Story Games, but hey, legit as fuck. BioShock is one of my favorite gaming franchise series to play through.
One of the games that you put me on so many games. That's one of the games you put me on.
And fucking legit, and you're welcome, bro. It's that, like, we can't do it justice talking about it because you gotta play it if you haven't. If you haven't.
I gave quick story on that.
Go ahead.
I gave one of my he was back when I was working at FedEx. I had a coworker that was like Phil, I know you really into games when they got something that I can play or whatnot, and I had that.
Okay.
But I had already smashed through it, and so I was like, hey, try this game here or whatnot. You will really, really like it or whatnot.
Okay.
He told me that he came to work the next day. He was like, I can't play that game anymore. I'm like, why? He said, my wife hates it. She said all the noises that it makes and all that right there. Like, my wife cannot stand it. So I'm like, so what you gonna do? I'm like, I'm just gonna play with headphones on.
Hey. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You ain't blocking me. She.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm big brother. I'm big daddy around this bitch. Fuck you talking about. I'm big daddy around this bitch.
Shout out to Justin Groves. There you go.
Hey, and we got Isaiah in the comments saying and he's young. I'm saying much younger than us. But so he just found out about BioShock. He say he just got into BioShock like last month, and he say he got to say it was hard to put down. It's that fucking good. It is that fucking good. And I feel like the sequels got better. The only thing that I didn't like when they went to the whole in the sky thing, it felt too directional. Like I felt like I didn't have that free roaming ability that I at least felt I had. Even though you really didn't, you at least felt like you had free roam in the first two BioShocks.
It's like it was trying to progress you through the story too much instead of like letting me just do my damn thing.
Exactly. So that was my thing with BioShock, but shout outs to him. Honestly, I think BioShock, the BioShock series and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, those are gonna first Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's the next game I'm game streaming. I've been talking about it just in passing conversation. I think that would be an interesting game to watch through and play. On to the next
all the way up until you get out there to the country, and that should get boring as hell.
Yeah, now I ain't gonna lie.
When you gotta start doing them damn missions or whatnot, where you gotta drive for like 8 hours just to get some damn where
I'll get past
nobody
that, bro.
wants to do that shit.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll get past all that bullshit. I'ma just need you to roll your ass on over here and get past that zero mission where you gotta shoot all the helicopters off top of the building. Cause I get
fuck that mission. I was about to bring that up. Fuck that mission. Between that mission and when you gotta burn like the marijuana farms and whatnot, nope.
Okay, that I can do. That I can do, but that zero mission, anybody out there listening, if that zero mission is not a problem for you, you come through. You know what I'm saying? Do that for me. I'll pay you. Um,
So, I'm just saying, because
the
shit, I'm
next,
sorry. I
the
don't give a damn who you are, whatnot. That shit there is hard to control.
it's hella fucking hard. Next game on this
Anyways,
list,
continue on with your
Maxis.
list.
Yes, Maxis. Now some of y'all like, who the fuck is Maxis? Maxis. Who the fuck is
The
Maxis?
magazine?
Maxis. Maxis. Who the fuck is Maxis? Again, you may not know the developer, but you're gonna know the game. These are the motherfuckers who gave us The Sims. So,
So I guess EA bought them?
yes, actually, they actually the gaming Maxis who did create it, they basically work for EA's mobile game development area in that platform. So yeah, EA did buy them out and do that whole deal, which is kind of fucked up because the only reason why they sold to Microsoft or to EA in the first place was because of how bad Sims 4 was.
Hmm.
And yeah, Sims 4 was so bad that the only way that game was good was people had to go in and mod that game and put shit in there that wasn't in there. Like people went in there and put like your character can get hooked on drugs and become a drug dealer and get this other occupation and other shit and grow and do all this other shit. Like
Wait, wait, what? I don't think I want my character to become.
now, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm playing, I wouldn't mind going doing my journalism, ESPN during the day, and then going home, you know what I'm saying, tending to my plants, sitting out in the back, you know,
let me go handle. Let me go handle my drunk avatar.
that like you know,
Let me go over here and handle my meth addict avatar that I got running around here.
hey, and like I said, they fall on hard times and shit, you know.
Oh
And
shit!
Sims is one of those games where you actually like Sims. For me, at least, there were
Oh, I
so
know
many
where to
times that
put it.
those Sims games consumed my fucking life. I bullshit you not. I sat at my computer for 48 hours straight. Sims,
Oh
fucking
man,
deadly.
taking breaks to jack off.
Take
That's what's up.
boy.
It's
Actually, nope. Have my girl for that.
baby, baby, I can't pause the game right now. Can you give me five
Hold
minutes of
on.
your time?
Just get down real quick. You ain't got to just get down. Just get down. You know what I'm saying? Now the next
Oh
game,
man,
Lionhead Studios. Please tell me you remember that name.
they hold on. What? They not still around?
Lionhead Studio. No, Lionhead is not around anymore. What game?
Damn.
What game?
No, no, no. Go ahead and give me the game you ready to say up on it.
Oh, okay. You may not. Okay, the first game was black and white. The second game was the Fable series, my nigga.
That's why I knew him from something.
The Fable series.
That's why I know him from.
Yes. Oh, and that's why I was like, if there was any that I figured you would know, it would be that one because Fable, you turned me on to Fable. I wasn't fucking with Fable until I went over there when we all stayed in the Biltmore and you was over there playing Fable. I wasn't fucking with Fable before.
Really?
No, I was not fucking with Fable before then. You remember, I was on Fallout 3 at the time.
Yeah.
I was on Fallout 3 and 2K9 and shit like that at the
We
time.
swap. Is that how I ended up with 3 and you end up playing that? Is that how we did that? Did we swap games? Because you let me play Fallout 3.
I think so because we both had boxing, we both had fight night, but
Yep.
I think so. I think that was the swap. I think that was the swap. So okay, so
It's
you
so
got
much
that.
history.
So now, oh yeah, just for y'all who don't know, me and this dude been knowing each other for like 12 years. So we going back that damn far. In case y'all wondering.
That far. That's far.
But no,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that was the thing. That was the thing with them. That's where I fucked up at when I said earlier about them. When I was talking about the BioShock series, or no, it was Lionshead who got sold to Microsoft, and then the employees found out about it, and then just started quitting the company. I think I might have said that earlier and misquoted that. Cancel that. That was Lionhead Studios that had that happen, which is why we still never got that. I believe it was Fable Legends or some shit like that. That game we was supposed to be promised that we never got.
Yeah. The fourth Fable, and trust me, I was very, very heartbroken about that.
Oh, you and me both, bruh. Now the rest of this list, these next four, probably gonna hit you in the feels. Okay, we're going to Acclaim. If you do not know Acclaim games, you were not a kid of the
Of
90s.
course.
Matter of fact,
Of course.
the rest of these that I'm about to mention, if you don't remember any of these except for one, you were not a kid of the 90s. Let me just go down the list on
No, no,
everything
no,
that
no, no, no,
Acclaim
no,
gave
no, no.
us.
I just give you the game. I'm gonna give you the game on this one.
Okay.
NBA Jam. If you
On the
don't know
list.
NBA Jam,
I wrote it on
what's up?
I wrote it on the list. I
You're
wrote it.
saying
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that's if
Boom
you
shaka
when you
laka.
see that pop up, you know it's time for NBA Jam. That's the main thing I remember. Then they also make Blitz.
Yes. Blitz 2. They were behind Blitz 2. The other team that was behind Blitz is actually on this list. I'm gonna get to them later. Now, this is what
Okay,
they
I'm
gave
spoiling
us.
shit now. So now
Acclaim.
you're getting in my territory.
I'm telling you. Listen to the shit that they gave us. Acclaim gave us the first Mortal Kombat, Double Dragon,
Yep.
the
Yep.
Turok series, NBA Jam,
Okay.
BMX Triple X.
Hold on, time out. Turok from N64, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes,
man, I forgot
sir.
about that bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm saying, bro, there's some good shit here, fam. I found some fucking gold in here.
What the
BMX
fuck
Triple
happened to
X.
Acclaim?
The same thing that happened with. Oh shit! I almost said the other name of the. We gonna get there. BMX Triple X. Do you remember that? It was.
Yes.
That was the first
Continue.
game.
Just name. Just keep naming. Just keep naming.
Okay, so you got BMX Triple X. Then you got they were responsible
Yeah.
for Dave Mirror BMX,
Yep.
WWF Warzone, and WWF Attitude.
Had them all.
Had them all. Had them all.
Every one of them games you just named, I had them all.
All those games, whether it was Sega, N64, PlayStation, doesn't matter. You had the
I had
damn games.
every single one of those games.
Every one of those games.
I've owned every single one of those games.
Now think about that. You love that shit.
What
that
the
damn
fuck
much.
happened?
They fought. Now Isaiah, I know you know because I was in the house with you when your daddy was bringing home. All he would do was because remember we were broke back then, so we would get the old games. So we were sitting there when everybody had just got their PlayStation 3s and shit. We were still getting PlayStation 2 games and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Isaiah know as a youngin about don't get me. I didn't get my 360 till I moved out on my own. But at this
Do you mean 1 and 2 or 2 and 3?
Well,
I know you're like 2.5 years younger than me.
No,
but are you?
What are you saying? What are you asking?
Because when you said 2 and 3, when people was getting their PS3 games, you were still on the 2.
Yes.
So what grade did you in?
No, I'm talking about right at launch. Right at launch. Because remember, these came back in like 2004, 2005. The PS3 and Xbox 360.
See, I was already working then. See, I already had the money. I was already working then.
See, you had already had it. But my boy, I was
Xbox Nation.
John, you are man. Hey, Xbox 360 changed my life, man. Matter of fact, it was when I went with Isaiah and his fam to the West Coast when we went out there. When I told that story, it was when I went to their brother-in-law's house, their brother-in-law's house, and turned it on, and my life was forever changed. Anywho, Acclaim is fucking legendary, and it's just sad to know that they're not around anymore. Like that breaks my motherfucking soul because that was a big ass part of my fucking childhood.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, okay, so go ahead and go to the next one so I can figure out what the fuck happened to Acclaim.
Okay, Neversoft.
They not still around?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Positive. Now, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to him. Now, do you remember what game? When you think Neversoft, what comes to your mind?
I'm trying to think. It's probably something that's really freaking obvious to me that I'm just forgetting about right now.
We talked about it last week, making a comeback.
Making a comeback last week?
Getting a remastered comeback. Dropping.
Tony Hawk.
Yes, sir. Just like that. So they gave us the Tony Hawk series. They also gave us those Spider-Man games that we played back in the day.
It's Neversoft. No, that's Ubisoft. It has the little blue circle thing.
Yeah. Neversoft was the one with the eye that got stabbed through the middle and would walk around and shit. Do that whole thing?
Yes.
Yes. So, Isaiah, they were actually Ubisoft. Neversoft was actually around from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, Underground, all the way through those. Like it was never soft from the beginning. Like that when you turn on Tony Hawk, that's the first thing you see is that eye hopping across the screen, and then the freaking metal thing just come down and just stabs that motherfucker right through the fucking eye, and just fucking
Was
epic.
that a ripoff of Pixar?
I think that was kind of like a little South Park, Family Guy
Oh,
kind
oh,
of.
was they before Pixar?
No, that was after. That was after.
Okay.
Cause yeah, we had already had a Bug's Life and all that other shit, but they also gave us the Spider-Man games, and they also gave us the Guitar Hero games.
Okay.
And but see what
Okay.
happened with them though is Neversoft merged with Call of Duty developer Infinity Ward. Now,
Okay.
the only way you're probably gonna find that out is if you go dig through the news or if you play through Call of Duty. There's little Easter eggs here and there that you'll find with them. The next game developing company, Visceral Games. Only one game that really matters.
That's wait.
Dead Space.
I never played Dead Space,
Sleeper series. It's such a
but
sleeper.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard it is really good from some people, and I heard it is stupid from others. Not a bad. I've never heard it's a bad game. I heard it was stupid.
I put it to you like this, bro. I think you would like it for the simple fact you went through the fact that you was able to withstand the whole Mass Effect series.
Hold on. What you mean withstand? I love Mass Effect. That's my top
Exactly.
5.
Exactly. But see, but that's why I
And
bring that
and
up.
people, y'all can poo-poo on the end of the damn game. Will poo-poo to you too when I was pissed off, but I still enjoyed the goddamn game.
And that's what I'm talking about. Even when people were talking shit, you couldn't tell homie shit about no damn Mass Effect. Homie was ride or die, and probably still is ride or die Mass Effect. But
Don't get me started. I'll go replay it right now. That'll be my first live stream. I'll just replay Mass Effect and just be like, screw you bastards.
now the last game on this list. Number one, I'm pissed off it didn't make the list. I actually want to write them some fucking hate mail because I feel like if you're gonna have a claim on this list, this company has to be right there with them because they're basically hand in hand. Which gives us to the finale of this particular bracket and topics. Midway Games.
Yeah, I know Midway was gone. I knew Midway was gone.
Okay, so you gotta remember the NBA Showtimes and the Kobe Bryant NBA courtsides. What else we got on here? Oh, remember on what?
Midway, fake ass acclaim.
No. Hold on. Remember earlier when I was going through Acclaim's list and I said Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
Midway
know
is actually
Midway
on that
made
game
it.
because if you remember, you can go through certain
Yeah, I
Acclaim
remember.
games and certain Midway games, and they're both of their names are on the front of these games. Acclaim and Midway worked on Mortal Kombat.
Feel like, but I just feel like they wasn't Acclaim though. Acclaim was the horse that was running the cart or whatnot. They was just some niggas that were saying. They were just niggas in the carriage.
They were always playing. They were constantly playing catch up to Acclaim. But let me give you this list: Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 3, Mrs. Pac-Man from back in the day. I'll give them that one. Spy Hunter, Rampage, Hydro Thunder, NBA Hang Time, NBA Ballers, Cruising World. And this one you probably didn't know or forgot about, and I don't blame you for forgetting.
For it.
TNA Impact game.
Okay. I already knew about the Impact game, mainly because I watched something on YouTube a week or so ago about it. So I already know about that. Anyways,
Trash.
half those games are hit or misses.
Spy Hunter wasn't good till it got to PlayStation 2. NBA Hang Time was alright. NBA Ballers was trash. The whole Cruising World series, I fucked with. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Hydro Thunder was also fun. That was an arcade classic when you went.
Okay, I didn't. Hydro Thunder.
The one where you were doing the freaking like the crazy ass boat racing, but you had like them crazy ass jet boats, green and white ones, and motherfuckers looked like
that was the arcade game.
Yeah, with the freaking burst lever thing on there and the little
yeah. See, but that was always fun, and like Cruising USA was always fun and whatnot. So yeah.
Bet. But I agree though.
But there,
Never
well,
Acclaim.
what did you say? You had it was some games right before that. What did you say at first?
I said
At the beginning
NBA
of the
Hang
list.
Time, NBA Ballers. I said Rampage. I
And
said
Rampage was shit.
Spy Hunter.
And there was one more I thought you said.
Miss Pac-Man and Mortal Kombat 3. They did like Mortal Kombat 3 and the
Okay.
Mortal Kombat trilogies and shit like that.
No, just Rampage. That's what I'm saying. Hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
Acclaim, they the shit.
Was the shit. Now, the thing is when all that goes, I feel like, and this is weird, we love Acclaim so much, but it's like, and I'm gonna have to do more research, but just going off of my memory, I feel like Acclaim folded before Midway did, and then Midway tried to keep going a little bit too long, and then just got left behind and fell
folded.
off.
That's my problem right there. Why did Acclaim fold?
They really didn't have to.
What the hell happened there?
You know what? They should have done. Well, they should have kept going, because the fact that Sega went from like game creating to actual like game developing, like Sega wasn't no longer doing consoles. They were just making games. So Acclaim had no excuse to fold. You could have kept going. You couldn't have partnered up with somebody. Now, maybe this was the day and age, just like in wrestling, where people had their pride and shit, and, oh, I'm not going to sell. I'm either going to do it by myself, or ain't nobody going to have...
This is my project. I want to keep my shit or whatnot. I don't want to sell off to somebody else and then lose my creative control.
Exactly. I mean, it feels like it was something like that, because you could have kept going, but that's a list of game development companies that are no longer with us. R.I.P. They gave us some good shit over, you know what I'm saying, early parts in our childhood and our lifetimes. And even though they ain't with us no more, I freaking appreciate it, because I think games like these are what keep us fans today.
Dude, that's why you think, once again, have an Xbox One, a Switch, all that good shit. I'm playing a PS2 emulator on my laptop. Holla at you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Too sweet, me, bro. Right there. Anyways,
just like that.
Anyways, oh man, okay. So I guess we got one last game of topic or whatnot. Then we'll go ahead and switch it up real quick.
Okay.
But we're gonna briefly address. Do we even want to address this? Because I'm starting to feel like we need to save it for next week.
No. Let's go ahead and save that for next week.
Okay, save it for next week?
Yes, we can save that for next week.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. We'll save that for next week.
Okay. So we're gonna say that game talk for next week and whatnot, because next week we're gonna have 2 guests on and whatnot, and we want that topic for them, so we can kind of get more of a broader discussion on that one. Or that's we're gonna say that one. So we're gonna go on to our next segment.
Hold on, real quick, before you do that. I'm glad you actually said that. Y'all, pay attention to the page. We're constantly posting. We have a poll going right now to try to figure out what we want from you guys as far as engagement, to get the comments and everything like that for flooding. Because, like, what I can tell you is last week's show, like, we have engagement right now, and I appreciate everybody who's dropped in the comments right now.
2.4 thousand views.
2.4 thousand views. Now, I'm happy as fuck about those 2.4 thousand. Although I will say I'm not satisfied. And the reason why I'm not satisfied is because I feel like
likes.
Yes, those 2.4 thousand did not translate into likes or engagement. And I feel like
that thumbs up.
Yes, we need those thumbs up, and we need engagement through these shows, because as we've seen time and time again through our shows, engagement is what makes our shows. Like, don't get me wrong, we're good when we're just sitting here shooting the shit, but engagement is the cherry on top of the sundae for us. So go back, look at the poll. We trying to figure out what is it we can do to get, you know what I'm saying, to get y'all more engaged and figure out what y'all want. You know what I mean? So pay attention. I'm sharing it. Phil's sharing it. It's on the Drink the Kool-Aid page. It's on my personal page. Go and vote on that poll. Share it. And let people know, because we want to know what y'all want to do so we can have this comment section popping. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say on that. Just wanted to throw a little bit of promo up in there. But, yes, 2 new guests next week for the show. Tune in, because it's going to be a hot-ass debate. We're going to be in this bitch now.
Yeah, hot debate. All right. Well, you did tell me at the beginning of the show that you did have a kind of like little quick shots that you wanted to get up off your chest and whatnot real quick and whatnot. So
yes, my brother. Okay. You weren't at.
I'm gonna give you the floor real fast or whatnot before we switch the subject or whatnot and talk about our musical look back of the week.
Cool. Okay, see, you weren't at work on Wednesday. Well, I'm on my way to my car.
Oh, are we shooting? Pow pow, we shooting?
Yes, sir. We we shooting. I'm walking to my car. Now, you know how we do sometimes, or you know how I do. Most of the time when I go on lunch, I take my work shirt off because I don't want nobody fucking with me on my way out. I take my work shirt off. So I'm walking to my car, and as I'm walking through the store, this guy says, like, he's just looking at me, he's like, "You're too thin." And the first thing in my mind is like, first off, fuck this motherfucker, and I'm about to keep going because I felt like he was trying to get a reaction out of me, especially with all the shit going on right now. So I kept it pushing, and I went to my car. Now, I was about halfway to my car before I realized, first of all, fuck that. I'm about to go in here and find out what the fuck this motherfucker was talking about. So, hold on. Yes. So, I go to the car, I get my box cutter, and I go back into the building. Now, I was already going for the box cutter. I didn't go to go get the box cutter to threaten the dude or anything like that. I didn't threaten the guy. But I walk in, and as soon as I walk in, through the entrance, not the exit, I walk in, he's at the register. David is checking him out at the register. I walk directly up to this guy. Like, while David is our store manager. Okay, he's like our boss. Okay, I walk up to him. So I'm like, "Hey, so what was that you were talking about a while ago?" Like, completely just charged his ass up on the floor. "So what was that you were talking not too long ago?" "You're too thin. You're too skinny." And I was like, "Bruh, I stay in the gym." First off, I was like, "Psych," and then I was like, "Bruh, I stay in the gym. I got muscles in places your ass probably ain't seen in decades, number one. So while you sitting there talking about too thin, you might want to get on my little regimen. You know what I'm saying? Because you saying I'm too thin, but you too wide. So you might want to go ahead and get like me." And yeah, then I went back in the scan office and put
So
my
this
milk
wasn't
order
even
in.
another body guy.
No, this wasn't even another bodied guy. This motherfucker, this is basically like fucking Homer Simpson going up to Tay Diggs or somebody trying to give fucking fitness advice or some shit. Like, this motherfucker had the nerve to
No,
come. Yeah, like, you got the nerve to
no,
come up to me and try to
no.
bodies. And you already know us, bro. You know us. We ain't into body shaming. We not into fat shaming, gender shaming, none of that shit.
None
We
of that.
cool. We cool with everybody. So
Everybody.
so I felt like first I gotta check this motherfucker on this shit and didn't let it slide. Went in there, put in my milk order, went on about my business. I felt good about that shit. So tried to come back on the shame and it ended up backfiring.
Because it was one of those things where, like, once you went up in there and looked at him, it was like, why the fuck am I even pissed off now? Look
Yeah,
at this guy.
it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, me and I told Courtney, I was like, bro, I could understand if it was somebody like you who also, you know what I'm saying, Bill's getting up on your game. If you came by and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
But if it was something like some positive critique, like, hey, bro, you know what I'm
you might
saying?
want to get your
I know you
protein
think
up or
you got
something like
something
that, a
going
little
or
bit more
whatnot, but you
protein or
might want to
something."
here's a little bit more protein or whatnot being is, and you get a little bit bigger or whatnot. You might want to try doing this here. That's a different story or whatnot. But just some old slob off
And
the
I'm
street, just come up to you and say, bro, you're too thin.
and I'm
Get
like,
the fuck out of
bro,
here.
like, not to brag or nothing, but I mean, like, come on, I'm not. And you know what I'm saying, and I'm sitting right here, and you know what I'm saying, and just because, you know what I'm saying, we boys and stuff like that, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all can catch me at the pool and shit like that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
abs and chest and shit like that at some point. I'm not about to lift my shirt up for some beads and shit like that, but trust me, we all the way around this bitch.
Now give him the shirt. It might raise off you.
Oh, hey, y'all want the, hey, we own these hoes. We own these hoes. You feel me? So, bro, when you try to come and body shame, bro, you can't body shame me, bro. You can't body shame me, bro. I will Hulk
There you
Hogan your
go.
ass to a motherfucking aisle for the slim fast Jenny Craig and then be all on your ass like shit on grass. Bruh,
There
come
you
on
go.
with it. Hey, we just promoting healthy living, and I'm not a cocky ass. You know me, bro. Even though I've been doing
You
all this
say
shit,
promote healthy living while I'm
healthy
serious
living.
wrecking the course, right?
I ain't been walking around like,
Healthy
"Hey,
living.
check me out, gun club and shit like that." I just go by and do my damn thing.
Just do your damn thing.
But when you try to come out there and you try to shame me, okay, now I got a stun on your bitch ass. Um, what else is up on here that grinds my gears? Hold on.
Go for it, brother.
The other thing. Oh, this wasn't nothing that really grinded my gears, but a woman apparently left her husband and her 3-year-old child to play PUBG with another man. Now, I don't mean like she just left them at the house, went to go play and visit for a while. No, she completely like Papa was a Rolling Stone, like completely just up and left the family. Apparently, I'm sorry.
I haven't froze. I'm just stuck like that.
Apparently, in Malaysia and like the Philippines, there's a PUBG addiction over there, and it's like banned in certain parts because you got people killing. Remember we did on the old podcast about the kid who killed himself because his parents took PUBG away from him and all of that.
Yeah.
Same region. So she was basically addicted to PUBG, playing online. Some guy she was playing with basically convinced her to leave her family and come move in with them, and they can play PUBG online and shit like that. She takes off, middle of the night. They find her bike, a fucking like motorcycle bike, like just took off, bro, on some Smokey and the Bandit type shit. Just took off. Left
People
his
are
family
fucking weird.
for a fucking PUBG game in Malaysia. Just like, cause this shit. Well, no,
you know that game is free, right?
It's free. It's fucking free.
The game is free.
So you gonna leave your whole family to go? Like, bro, you know you could have still kept your family and played with that nigga online, right?
That motherfucker free.
Like,
Oh man.
We gonna look up, and I don't wish ill will on nobody or nothing like that, but knowing how they do things over there in those other countries and how radical they are sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Once that shit get more, we're gonna end up finding out the bitch dead or some shit.
I'm telling you, local woman stoned in the parking lot over PUBG ban, and we like, try to tell you, bitch, but family, your husband, 3-year-old son, and PUBG, leave all of them for...
Teach your kid how to play PUBG. Teach your husband how to play PUBG. Go, dumbass. Anyways,
next topic, bro. That's all I got. That's all I got.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I guess some nerd here. So we're talking about stupidity.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not a good segue on stupidity because this wasn't stupidity. Well, some people might think it was stupidity, but this week. People, if you don't know, if you haven't watched the show, each week we've kind of been going through different artists that kind of inspired us in our lives and people that we listen to heavily. And like the first week we did Lil Wayne, we done Ludacris or whatnot and stuff like that. But this week I wanted to take a different turn. Archie had kind of gave me somebody that we're gonna save for next week.
Yes. Do you want to tease who it is for next week to kind of give him a little sneak peek into it? Nah. Okay.
Nope. Because I can. He's very popular, and so if I say one thing, you're gonna get it. So no.
Bet that. Go on.
I'll say it like this though. But this week here we had I kind of I don't say dug in the crate, but I was like, classic album right here. Let's go ahead and talk about this.
You did dig in the crate because they don't get talked about. This doesn't get talked about a lot. So I would say
but that's why, because I was listening to YouTube, and of course, you know, a lot of times it's just shuffling songs or whatnot. And then I heard just that beat drop, and then heard, yeah, for all you non-smokers, non-sniffers, non-snorters, get your ass off the dance floor. What's going down, nigga? And we in this thing, ho, sipping on some scissor. I heard that shit there. I was like, man, I really miss 3 6 Mafia. And that's who I want to talk about this week.
And I was surprised by that one. I wasn't expecting that
one. Not just Paul, not just Juicy, not just Black. I mean, I want to talk about 3 6 Mafia, Hypnotized Minds.
Lord Infamous, everybody.
All that. LeChat.
Yeah.
Gangsta Boo.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Just people remember No Limit. People remember Cash Money. 3 6 Mafia is still around. People still want Juicy J on their shit. Birdman kind of just puts himself on this other artist shit. Nobody really care about that.
True.
Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne. P and No Limit, that shit been gone. 3 6 Mafia have made their own
Silk
sound
the Shock is still off
since
beat.
3-6 Mafia. I'm gonna know some of that. 3-6 Mafia has been doing their own damn thing or whatnot for God knows how long. I mean,
20 plus easy.
Before I even knew who they was already like 6 albums deep, and I'm just like, okay, because I mean, I didn't know who they was until Sippin' on some Scissor
Okay.
and whatnot, and that's
Okay.
because I knew who UGK was.
Right.
I didn't know about 3-6 Mafia, and then once I heard about 3-6 Mafia, that's when it kind of seemed like songs that I heard, I was like, well, that sounds familiar. Who's that? And people were like, oh, that's 3-6 Mafia, and I'm like, oh, so I have heard that before or whatnot. And it just kind of just kept popping up like that.
Yes, sir.
And so, I mean, I just wanted to talk about it because, like, before Lil Jon and East Side Boys came out and the Little Scrappies and all that right there, the first, to me, get your ass beat music was 3-6 Mafia.
Shit? Yes, the real crunk shit came from 3-6 came from Memphis first. I'm sorry. They
Atlanta, y'all can say what y'all want to say or whatnot, but y'all brung y'all style, but I'm sorry. Crunk rap to me, I understand the term crunk came from Atlanta or whatnot. I might be wrong with that, but that's where I thought it came from.
Hold on. Before you say that, actually, I would put 3-6 Mafia and Master P with No Limit 1A, 1B when it comes to crunk music. Cause I feel because I feel like if you go back to like that 90s,
because I feel like P was more like 3-6 Mafia was more. I mean, turn the club up. You know what I'm saying? It was more like we gonna get wild. P was more like
Polanka and everybody throw cash up everywhere. So all the niggas
it's a party.
Weed in my Hennessy.
You know what I'm saying?
That type shit.
It's like it's 1A 1B because it was two different categories.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could play, make them say and then play what's the actual name of the track? I had the song on my head or whatnot. I bet you won't hit a motherfucker.
No, I got you. Hey, and Sam is fucking with us. He said Juicy J and 3-6 for sure. See, this is somebody from Pennsylvania. Dude from Pennsylvania who knows all about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We got Clarkette in here who she knows all about that shit. So, dude, 3-6 Mafia, I'm glad you brought this up because I feel like they're that underground, that unsung heroes of the hip hop game, even in the South.
Oh, bro, for sure. People don't give them enough love, man. Especially the skills of DJ Paul and Juicy J when they're producing wise.
I like them better as producers than rappers.
They didn't get no shine until Hustle and Flow, and it kind of seemed like it just came and went. Yep. People was like, "Oh, you won the award. Good job. Go back to Memphis."
Yeah, and that's what got me. It's no, you're right. Once Hustle and Flow came, everybody else jumped on who didn't, and it was like, well, where the fuck y'all been? Even people who knew about 3-6 then, all of a sudden, now you start hearing even the Mexican kids who I went to school with were 3-6 Mafia crazy. You heard the Mexicans talking about 3-6 Mafia more than the black people at that time until Hustle and Flow came back out. Hey, Mexicans will tell your ass something about some 3-6 Mafia. We can bet money on that. I will tell you right now, as much of a 3-6 Mafia fan I am, I can go walk outside right now and a Mexican will know 10 times more than me when it comes to them.
About some 3-6 Mafia.
About some 3-6 Mafia. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was at Skyline, I want to say this was 2005, okay? This was after Hustle and Flow. I found, I can't recall where I came across these CDs. I don't know where I got them from, but they ended up in my possession. Where these were 3-6 Mafia CDs from back. I'm talking about underground before they blew up. You know what I'm saying? Where you could tell that these were sleeves printed out off a printer, just thrown in, generic. And I'm sitting here damn, y'all were going back.
Blurry, sun faded ass.
Seriously. I'm wait a minute, 94, 95? That long? And they get marked with the devil worshiping thing and all of that. And I feel like 3-6 Mafia did what Prince did. And that is, we're going to create this myth about ourselves, right? And this myth is going to be what takes us to the next stratosphere. That's what blew everybody. Oh, you know they worship the devil, right? You know they worship the devil, right? That's the 3-6 Mafia. I mean, put it together. 3-6. If you look on the song, I Stay Fly, play it backwards. Just say Lucifer and some more shit. Da 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 da. And I'm like, with Prince. Prince gave people that illusion of, is he gay? Is he not? Is he straight? Because he will sit there and do some shit that you'll be kind of suspect on. Then the next thing you know, you see him walking down with Halle Berry and Carmen Electra and shit. And you like,
exactly,
bro, he pulling the baddest bitches in the game. So
it's because it's what you know what it is. It's called being yourself. That's the problem. That's the problem nowadays. Nobody wants to. Everybody says I'm being myself. I'm being real. No, you're not.
Conforming like a motherfucker.
Falling on what everybody else is doing, man.
Exactly. Which is why everybody sounds like Uzi Vert, Young Thug, and all this other shit. Because everybody's just conforming. Because, and me and you know this from the Dallas sound from back when we were, you know what I'm saying, going out doing shows and stuff like that. The one knock that we would have, not just on the South, but Dallas specifically, was that Dallas had never had its own sound. They were always trying to sound like somebody. Now, Now that's
trying to sound like Houston, trying to sound like New York or whatnot, trying to sound like a West Coast thing. But no, bro,
and that doesn't work. And now the whole industry's doing that. The whole industry is like, if they see, oh snap, you mean to tell me Travis Scott and Young Thug and them blew up? Let me do that.
It seems like whatever is hot, everybody's gonna do that now, or whatnot. It doesn't depend on where you're from. It doesn't depend on where you're at. Whatever is hot right now, that's what people are gonna rap like. Now that's even coming from some of the newer people or whatnot. I mean, Juicy J did it for a little bit, and then he kind of reeled it back and like, nah, I can just still do the hell I've been doing and whatnot and get away with it.
Right. Now, Sam here says, he say it may be a little bit afterwards, but he say he's still fucking with Mike Jones. 281-330-8004.
He did not hear me on 2 weeks ago when I like went the fuck off on Mike Jones.
Oh no, he was there. He was there. He just
don't start me again, brother. Don't start me again.
Okay, now he's like, but the real question: do you classify Ludacris, because Chicken and Beer to me was truly the first Dirty South album I owned? Oh, bro. Now, that's because you were on the East Coast side of things, but down here in the South, the year 2000 when Ludacris had dropped that Back for the first time, we were already, like, fucking with Ludacris right then and there. Like, Ludacris had already been established, like, Hall of Fame by the time Chicken and Beer had came out. He was already Hall of Fame by then.
Yeah, he was already Hall of Fame to us by then.
But I just blame that on region, because when you go to Cali and stuff, they play Cali stuff and things from everywhere. Once you get down here to the South and stuff, that's all we play. And it kind of filtrates out to the East Coast, whatever's really popping at that time. So I can't blame somebody on the East Coast for saying, well, hey, Chicken and Beer was what really got me there, because that's kind of the promotion in the game at that point.
Chicken and Beer was kind of one of his weaker ones.
Yeah. Like, if you go back, like, matter of fact, when we talked about it on last episode, that Red Light District, word of mouth, especially word of mouth, from beginning to end.
His first two is his two best pieces of work.
Yes.
But I mean, I wasn't talking about Luda, but yeah, Luda is shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it like that. He's for sure.
And Sam, I agree with that. It was that delay. You get big locally, then regionally, then coast to coast. And see, and I think that was the thing.
I feel like that was a good thing that we had in the South. I feel like music, the way it traveled, like we ended up getting a lot of it before it hit the other side.
Yes.
So we knew about some West Coast shit that was popping before the East Coast people did. We knew about some East Coast shit that was popping before the West Coast dudes did.
Yep. And next thing you know, you look up and we ain't surprised that we see Cash Money in them on the BET Awards and shit.
Yeah. Because I mean, like Nelly. I feel like I knew about Nelly before a lot of other people did.
Oh my Lord. I know. I feel that way about 50 Cent, bro. Like, because I legitimately knew about 50 Cent before Get Rich or Die Trying CD came out. Back when he did the Robin track and all of that. In the N2 Deep. Yes. I think, matter of fact, I think one of his songs from that album got put on the N2 Deep soundtrack, I think. Because I think there was a video where he was at a beach or some shit, but nah, man. Hey, real quick shout out too. Hey, Samuel Crotty, bro. I see him getting his share on right now. Like, he has share after share, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. That's what. Hey,
appreciate the love, brother. Appreciate
it, man. You doing what what we want everybody else to do, and that's share our shit, interact
Hit
with
that
us,
share button.
and
Hit that like button.
engage. Because we
Comment.
all here to support, man. But nah, 3-6 Mafia, man. I feel like honestly, they don't get their just due. And you were talking about LeChat and Gangsta Boo. LeChat's still going strong, which I love.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll say this one, and we'll end it off on this segment right here.
Okay.
We'll end this segment on this.
Okay.
Those two females, along with Mia X and a little bit of Lil Kim, and I like Raw Digger too. But those were like my females. I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, female rappers don't really click with me all the time.
Okay.
But those were the ones that clicked with me or whatnot. And I don't know. It's because
you ain't gonna throw the Brad in there? Nah. You didn't fuck with the Brad
it's
like
my
that?
cup of tea.
Oh, okay.
It was my cup of tea.
I can respect that. Respect, for sure.
I don't know. It was just something about the Brad that just never clicked with me.
What about
like
Missy?
You could say Philip rap with the Brad. Oh no. Yes, come on now. That's Missy. Go.
That's like see that nigga like nigga. That's like saying Jay-Z, Nas, and Tupac and that
it's
other
like
shit.
Saying, yeah, exactly. Go.
I feel you.
Go right there.
I feel you. Just had to check.
And anybody you can disagree with me on that in chat or whatever this here. To me, Missy is the GOAT. When it comes to female rappers and stuff like that, Missy is the GOAT.
I know y'all like to make the case for Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill went MIA on us and was inconsistent after a while when we was fucking with that miseducation shit. She could have gave us more. Missy Elliott kept it going. She got your ass dancing. She had your ass singing. She had your ass just tuned in, my nigga. The GOAT. I'm with you. But yes, bro. That's what that.
But yeah, those females there, they did their damn thing.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, so shout out to 3-6 Mafia. Shout out to all the childhood memories. And Project Pet is probably in my top 5 favorite rappers of all time. His album, Mr. Don't Play Everything Working, is probably in my top 3. So leave it there.
That thing is juice.
Anyways, so last segment of the show. You know what we're gonna talk about. Brother Scott, let's talk this week in wrestling. So, where you want to start off with? You want to start with AEW, NXT, Raw, SmackDown? What you want to talk about real fast?
Let's save the in your house predictions. You know what?
That'd be the last thing we do.
Yeah, let's let that be the last thing. Let's hit Raw and SmackDown real quick because I feel like these will be the 2 quickest ones that we could run through and just get on to the next. I feel like there's been times where we feel like, okay, certain guys maybe don't need to get called up at this time, or maybe it's too early. I don't feel that way with Matt Riddle. I feel like Matt Riddle's timing was perfect because I feel like with his character, I feel like he can transition to the big roster. Of course, the caveat, if done right, like always, if done and handled correctly, Matt Riddle can make that easy transition to the main roster. And NXT starting to get a little crowded down there. We saw Bronson Reed on TV this past week. You see what I'm saying?
And they're starting to build up Cameron Grimes.
Exactly. And I was telling
they think something of that dude.
Bro, I said it when I was like, Cameron Grimes is the next dude. He is about to be the next guy. It's written all over him. It's written all over him.
It's all over him.
And you know what I'm saying? We called Keith Lee. We called Matt Riddle when they came in. We called Ricochet. There's just certain dudes, Velveteen. There's certain dudes, when you see them, like them or not, you got to give them props.
Hold on now. You, sir, was a bit skeptical about Velveteen when he first came out.
Oh, most definitely. I had to be
Archie
sold.
Is a tidbit. I'm not going to call him out like that on the podcast. Archie has this.
Fuck that. I was a little, at first, I wasn't fucking with Velveteen Dream because I was uncomfortable. But you grow up, you mature, and you get past certain shit. So once you get past that and you look at the performer, the entertainer, and how much work he puts in, can't knock that man, bro.
And I can actually tell that you're changing on me because you actually raised up your shirt from me.
See, why you gotta have something good and then go fuck it up, bro?
Bro.
Niggas can't have shit, boy. I tell you, boy.
You would have done that 3 years ago.
I said, and this nigga here
I can probably give you a hug right now. Come on, Archie, give me a hug. I'm sorry, treat you like
that
Jamal.
nigga boy, you try to give Velveteen props, and then this nigga here go on the. But
Oh,
no,
you
and
fell
I
into the
no,
trap.
and I
You fell into the trap.
in all seriousness though, like I really
Yeah.
do. Like I love the fact that they didn't waste Matt Riddle in NXT because especially with everything going on, I didn't see him. I didn't see if they weren't gonna put the belt on him soon, he wasn't gonna have the belt anytime soon. So
All
woke him
right.
up.
So, so let me talk to you about Matt Riddle real fast.
Okay.
Number one, I did tell you that they was trying to do him with Kurt Angle as the manager.
Okay.
Number two, did you know that like they had to change plans on SmackDown and NXT because of Matt Riddle's call up?
What?
This wasn't something that was planned. This was, hey, I want Matt Riddle on SmackDown now, so I need you to change some shit up.
So this had nothing to do with Pete Dunne staying over in the UK or anything?
Oh, Vince wanted Matt Riddle on SmackDown.
And what Vince wants, he gets.
So, and then number
I know
three,
Bruce is
Road
happy with
Dogg.
that too. Bruce is very happy with that.
We'll find out.
Yes, sir.
Number three, Road Dogg was on the After the Bell podcast today with Corey Graves.
Okay.
And you know they're kind of cool friends, so Road Dogg was kind of like shooting shit with him.
Okay.
And you know Road Dogg, you know him Triple H, Michaels, they run NXT.
Okay.
And so he was doing a whole lot of talking and whatnot and everything this year, and he actually like had named like certain people that's like, okay, these are the people that you need to kind of like basically these are the people that we're pushing.
Okay.
He said he was really upset that he lost Matt Riddle or whatnot because he had so they had a vision of what they was going to do with Matt Riddle and all that right there or whatnot, but now they can't do that. So he's going to SmackDown. They lost that.
For sure.
They was talking about Dexter Lumis. He said that you see that he's like already like you look on Twitter, people are already like super interested in him, and I was right here, and it's like that dude there. I can't remember the exact words, but it was more or less like that dude there is going to be in a title contention sooner than later.
Yeah. Oh, he's going places. He's going places.
He named, of course, he said this is the biggest thing right here. He said literally, he has two people he has a man crush on: Brad Pitt and Adam Cole. I love that look on your face. He said he literally has a man crush on Adam fucking Cole, baby.
So does that mean Adam Cole gonna be holding?
Yes, Adam Cole's gonna be holding that strap for a very long time.
Ah, damn.
We
Well,
are probably not letting Adam Cole out of NXT anytime soon.
Undisputed Era ain't going no damn where then. You can go ahead and wrap that shit up, B. They ain't not going no motherfucking where then. Shit. Well, damn, man.
He was like he said if Adam Cole was the size, he said because he was talking about Karrion Kross. Okay. And he was like how Karrion Kross is like the new biggest thing and whatnot about the series. And he was like, if Adam Cole was the size of Karrion Kross, he would probably be Universal Champion right now.
Facts.
That's how high praise he thinks of Adam Cole. He said if he was the size of Karrion Kross, he'd be in there with Brock Lesnar right now.
I agree. I agree. I think him, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa are the best workers they have in NXT right now. And then you had Matt Riddle, and then right now I would say you got Keith Lee and freaking Isaiah Swerve, man. Them two dudes right now.
Don't forget Timothy. Timothy Thatcher gonna be somebody.
Oh yeah, yes sir, super. Hey, I'm super hyped about that man there, bro. Like as in that new role, I'm hyped about him.
That man there seems like. But here's the thing, though. You can say he's a heel. He's gonna be so. It's gonna be so enjoyable to watch him destroy people. With the way he looks and the way he just moves around and all that.
You think he's gonna get Samoa Joe like over?
Yes, it's gonna be like that. Because you can't boo Joe. You can't boo Samoa Joe.
I'm with you on that. I can see that. I really can see that shit, bro. I really can. I feel the same way about no matter what Dexter Loomis does. I feel like he gonna have that same effect. You gonna be so intrigued with what he does and how he
He
does it.
does. You ain't
You
gonna be
ain't
able to
gonna
boo him.
boo that dude.
It's like the Fiend right now. You can't boo the Fiend. The Fiend can come out there or whatnot and kill somebody. He tried to break Finn Balor's neck, and we cheered for him.
And we cheered the motherfucker. We like, okay, bro, we know you doing evil shit and you trying to fuck up our night and shit, but you cool.
You cool, bro.
You cool, bro. You
It's,
good.
it's like you wake up in the middle of the night, the boogeyman is standing right in front of you. You say you getting scared, you dap him up.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, what's up, boogeyman? You want to hit the Zell? I got some
you know what?
free.
And then you pass it to him, and then you act like the guy on the couch from Half Baked, and you just roll over.
You roll back home and go back to sleep.
Done. Nah, bro. That's real shit. That's kind of unfortunate though. While it is unfortunate, let's be real, man. That's something that, if anything, if anybody is prepped to handle it, Triple H, Road Dogg, and them will be able to handle it because they know how Vince works.
Do you think? How you think J gonna do on Raw? Because I think he's gonna do good. I think he's gonna lose a lot first, like, because he put that picture on Twitter or whatnot where he had the U.S. title up on there, like he's gonna challenge Apollo Crews or some shit like that. Like, you're not gonna go take that belt off of him.
No, not right now. Not with the way that they done built Apollo up since he won that belt. Yo, you not beating that dude. You're not coming in and taking that belt. Yes. That dude is Apollo's not about to lose no steam. Unless he has like an injury that keeps him out, he ain't losing no steam.
Oh no, he's not really an injury prone type dude.
Exactly. I think same thing with Matt Riddle. I think if done right, I feel like he can do good over there. They just can't fuck him up.
So here's my question. Matt Riddle didn't need a manager
at all.
Why don't you think they would have put Kurt Angle with somebody else?
I think it's like what you were talking to me about off camera, and that's just the whole storyline where there's something there with that storyline that makes sense to them.
You think that they would have built to like oh, he's his manager, and then by like next time like Mania or Rumble or something like that, next thing you know we have a Kurt Angle versus Matt Riddle submission match or some shit?
Yes, because I feel like you're going to give that whole year to boost Matter up and give him credibility to be at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So this whole time with Kurt Angle being right there, that's going to add credibility coming in right out the gate, because as you and I both know, people who watch the main roster don't really fuck with NXT like that.
Yeah, like half of the people who watch Raw watch NXT.
Exactly. It's that damn scarce.
I don't get that. So
me neither. But I feel like that's gonna be good on that info. And honestly, I feel like that's the only reason, bro. It's just storyline wise. And when you look at Bobby Lashley, Drew, and the shit that they're doing over there on Raw,
Bobby Lashley looks strong.
Dijakovic is gonna come. Matter of fact, speaking of that, we can go ahead and go, because I actually got him as part of my Raw shit. The Bobby Lashley storyline, bro, is kind of one of my new favorite storylines going. Like, I'm hella interested on which way that's gonna go. Heel, face, good manager, bad. Like, where are they going with that shit?
No. It's where I see it going is that I need Lana to get her ass the hell out the way. Bobby Lashley and the MVP are trying to win a title right now. Lana is in the fucking way.
Yes.
Move, yes. Bitch, get out the way.
Bro, MVP is such a better mouthpiece for him, bro. Since he's been introduced to that Bobby Lashley storyline, he has had quotable after quotable.
MVP like just came back and been like, wow, is this dude like my new favorite? Like,
bro, I'll tell you, that motherfucker just coming there like, wow, like just perfection, bro. And
like, where the fuck have you been?
And I remember, and I was not the MVP dude.
B fan, that's what I was saying. Like, cause like I was listening to Going in Raw, and Stephen Larson are the same way. Like, I don't remember being a fan of MVP like that or whatnot. Like, why do I think he's so good now? And it's like,
and you know what? I think I might have figured it out while we sitting here talking. Number one, even though he had good gear and shit like that, it never really did it for me. But the one thing you could never take away from MVP was he was always good on the mic. So when you take somebody like that and you throw him into that manager role, maybe he just flourishes. Yeah, and he'll go out there. Hey, if you need a spare body to go put somebody over, throw him in.
Remember, he was the first IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
No,
I like bringing that note up.
Oh no,
I like bringing that note up.
he's legit. He's just like, no, at Phil, I really like her over the top ass. Oh, she loves Lana. She loves Lana with her screaming and shit, and
Oh hell
all
no,
that extra
no! I hate that
bullshit.
shit. When they were doing the scene or whatnot where she would like MVP or Bobby would say something to her and they would leave the screen
Oh, and
and
she
she was
start throwing shit.
and do, no, get that off my TV. I don't want that. The voice is annoying.
She think
The voice is annoying. And then this week or whatnot, she does the whole. Well, Bobby told me I couldn't come up for his match, but he didn't say nothing about me coming out to MVPs or whatnot. And she goes up there and does nothing.
nothing. You know what? You like the little sister who just want to tag along and play just so you can say you there.
Yes.
That's what she's doing.
You ain't got no interest in this. No interest.
Now,
get your ass home.
What I feel like is going to end up happening, though, I feel like right now they have her on the outs, but I feel like she's going to end up coming around, and I feel like it's going to be kind of like how Titus Worldwide was, where it's going to be Bobby Lashley, and then he going to have MVP and Lana as his cabinet of motherfuckers to push it. Like, Lana's going to eventually see shit MVP's way, and the next thing you know, like, that would be dope to me. If it does play out that way, because that way Lana's there, but you don't have her, like you say, coming out there, taking up screen time, doing nothing. You can just have her a little backstage, little chimpa-cham there, and then go on about your business.
There's only one thing you can do to get me to enjoy what Lana is doing.
Bring back Rusev?
No, that's not happening. I got something about that in a minute.
Okay, bet.
Because we almost out of time on this one.
Bet.
There's one thing. If at Backlash, if Lana is the reason why Bobby Lashley doesn't beat Drew, and it's a very creative way, I'll be okay with it.
Oh,
that's the only thing you can give me, because I want her, like, if she starts like fucking up Bobby Lashley's matches, just so she can say, "Oh, well, you keep losing with MVP or whatnot. You wasn't losing when I was your manager."
That would be interesting. That'd be interesting. I can't die with you.
Now, on that note, I mean, what did you just ask me about while I was in the middle of line?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I will ask you this though. So after watching this past week, did Gulak and them get that contract situation figured out?
Rusev. Okay, yes, they did get their contract situation figured out. Gulak gets signed. Drake Maverick gets signed. Rusev is not going back to WWE. He will not even let people say Rusev on his Twitch stream. You have to call him Miro. He wants the R word removed. Impact Wrestling decided on Tuesday night they all put up a little segment, and where it was a guy watching the news.
Okay.
And he was talking about all the people who got fired, and they started showing up clips of like all these different wrestlers who got released, who used to work for Impact.
Okay.
And at the end of it, they had a Bulgarian flag. Never showed a picture of Rusev, but had a Bulgarian flag.
And who's the only other Bulgarian we know?
There you go.
I mean, hey, man. Hey, do what you do, man.
So we don't know. They showed, but here's the thing, though. They showed Miro. They showed Bullet Club. That's a whole different. Tama Tonga was on the interview today, and they asked him, how do you feel if Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows came back to Bullet Club? And he literally just said, I can't speak on that. If somebody says I can't speak on that, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like he ain't feeling that shit too much.
No. Quite the opposite. He said it with a smile and just said, I can't speak on that right now.
Oh! And when did you say New Japan when them were talking about coming back?
Next month, sir.
I'm so fucking happy. I think you and me both, bro. I think that's probably some of the best.
They don't. But here's the thing: they don't want to do empty arena shows. They want to have people there because that's what makes New Japan.
Exactly.
It's their audience.
You have to. You can't. They can't do what AEW and WWE's been doing.
Okada cannot have a 5-star match in silence.
You can't do that pan out thing and then nobody be out there.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I need to hear some Kevin Kelly. Goddamn it.
Straight up. Now, what is your thoughts on what Street Profits and the Viking Raiders are doing right now? Because I am loving that shit.
That shit funny as hell.
And I feel like it's building character to both, to where no matter what they do, you're gonna end up liking either one of those tag teams. It's just building you're just building a bond with those tag teams.
But here's the thing. Okay, so this week they're gonna do a decathlon. That's gonna be the final event.
Okay.
I found that on Raw Talk. Gotta watch Raw Talk now. They got an after show now.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah.
And so here's my thing. If they tie, win or lose, whatever, bottom of the series, I'm already at a point where I'm like, I've been enjoying this so much, I don't want to see y'all wrestle now.
No.
I don't care about the rest of the match anymore.
No, they just need to go their separate ways and have their own feuds with different people now. I don't want to see them go in there and start feuding in the match now.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to go fight somebody else now for y'all can go back and fight each other.
Yes, because this is too good.
And have more fun than any damn thing.
This is too fucking good. It's too damn good. And
it's so good. You make me not want to see y'all beat each other up. That's seriously what it was.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Because I'm sorry. No, hopefully you go on to the next one.
Go ahead.
I know we're trying to speed around this, but the thing that has me rolling the most is the running joke that all the women in the skits, like Ivar.
Yeah, and they are firing Eric up though. They ain't just saying we not fucking with you. They're straight outright telling him you not cute.
Hey, you're not that cute.
You don't look good. They over there stroking his beard and shit. They over there all on him. Didn't get kicked out. Only reason they didn't get kicked out the bowling alley was because he feeling all up on Ivar.
And he the one that was selling the turkey legs.
Yeah, and he up here just big ass just cheesing and shit. Just over here eating 1 turkey leg, 2 turkey leg, 3 turkey. That shit is fucking hilarious.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that's why you need to watch wrestling again.
Exactly, because I'm telling you, we are at a point right now, like we've been telling y'all. Miss me with all that, I ain't watching it because it's fake bullshit. Get the fuck back to it. This is like the best time in wrestling ever right now.
Anytime somebody says it's fake to me, I say, oh, did you watch the Avengers Endgame? You know that was fake, right?
Mic drop. Just like that.
Did you watch you watch Star Wars? That's just fake, right?
They ain't even really
fucking entertaining.
You like Bloodsport?
Crazy.
All them Jean-Claude Van Damme movies?
No, it's fake, right?
Rocky? They're not touching each other. You know that, right?
You know it's fake, right?
They're not even touching.
Unless you are a hardcore UFC fan, and I'm a UFC fan too, so get the fuck out of my face with that.
Waiting for Saturday.
Unless you're a hardcore UFC fan or whatnot, get the hell out of my face with that, it's fake shit.
Exactly.
And even the hardcore UFC fans or whatnot, I look at them and be like, well, whatever, dude.
Right. Are you ready for this Saturday?
I'm always ready for this Saturday. So let's go ahead and get these predictions in, sir.
Already. Oh, real quick before you do it, before we do that real quick, Jericho needs to tell.
I got to pull the match card.
Okay, Jericho needs to tell Sammy Guevara to shut the fuck up. He's fucking up the theme song now. He need to get that right.
What are you talking about? He is singing the shit out of that hoe.
He's singing it, but he is fucking up the words on that motherfucker. He fucked that shit up. And Colt Cabana in the Dark Order.
That was all on purpose. You know that.
God,
yeah.
The Colt Cabana and Dark Order thing. Do you think there's something there, or do you think that was really a turn? Because he kind of had like but that didn't really sound like a full turn down to me.
No, that was not a full turn down, sir.
Okay, I thought so. I'm loving that. I am loving that. I think that might be the makeover he needs.
He even drank the bottle of water that they gave him.
So he may mess around and get all up under the Dark Order spell, or whatever the fuck they do. Shawn Spears in that black glove. Did you get that?
I didn't, but I understand now what it was. But I hope they explain it more for people who didn't do the research next week. I'm not telling anybody.
Gimmick change?
Yes, and more like an attitude change.
Bet that. Just right there. Go look it up. You'll know what we talking about. There's really no point in even trying to jump into it, because if y'all don't know what we talking about, it ain't gonna make sense to you, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck anyways. Let's go ahead and hit these what did you think about FTR's whole deal with them showing up even though they ain't had a match yet, real quick?
I knew that was happening, but yeah, that shit there was the rival was cool. Did you check out the promo this week?
Yes, where they got into it with Butcher and the Blade at the escalator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling it, bro. You know what? I think they made the right decision. I can honestly say I think they made the right decision because I feel like AEW suits their attitude better.
Oh, they fit it in right in. They fit right in.
Oh yeah. Now I'm ready for these predictions,
All
nigga. What you
right.
got? What you got?
Okay, so you want to compete in this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's make it
You
interesting.
want you want to make a little wager?
Yes, sir. Let's make this interesting.
What you want to do?
Um, loser, no matter what, because normally when we do these things and shit like that, we normally like one person gets the food and the other person brings this or whatever like that. Let's say losers responsible for loser has to provide all of the herb for the event. So no matter what, somebody's saving some green.
Oh, you coming through?
What, you thought I
Are you talking
wasn't?
about for? Are you coming in your house and backlash, or are you just coming through in your house? What are you trying to do?
I was planning on coming through for
Is your next back
backlash.
weekends?
Yeah, I was thinking backlash and
Okay.
in your house.
Okay, so loser has provided all for backlash.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. The yeah. The loser of that has to provide everything for backlash. That's food, that's the grant, that's everything.
Eh,
Already.
All right.
And the other person gets to choose. The winner gets to choose the food. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get to choose the food. So if motherfucker want to get fancy or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Don't break me, Archie.
Nah. I want a salt grass steak.
Okay.
And
Exactly. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this started and whatnot.
yes, sir.
Number one, the 6-woman tag match: Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Knox versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. I already know who I'm going for.
Wait, hold on. What? Give me the list again.
Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Knox versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez.
Oh, give me Shotzi and them boys.
So you going the face team?
Yup.
I'm actually going with the heel team. Nobody's getting pinned in that match,
bro, because everybody involved in there is involved in some type of storyline with somebody. That's gonna be fucking interesting. Go ahead.
Next match: Vascular's Glory, Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano. I'll pick first since you pick last on the last one. I mean, since you pick first on the last one.
Okay.
I'm going Keith Lee.
I'm going Johnny. I'm going Johnny on that one. I think Johnny gonna pull that out.
Right.
This already interesting, nigga. This shit already interesting.
Next one.
Okay.
Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I'm going Finn Balor. All the confidence points.
Hold on, wait. Finn Balor. Oh yeah, because Damian Priest attacked Finn Balor. Oh yeah, Finn Balor's not taking that L. I'm sorry, we gotta pick the same one. And Finn Balor's not taking that L. No, he's not.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Damn it! I knew
you
say that. I was fucking dreading that one. Shit. Fuck.
You dreading that one, nigga. Karrion Kross with a fucking lock. That nigga finna eat Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, fuck, man.
Go ahead, pick Ciampa. Please pick Ciampa.
I'm going Cross, bro, but I'm rooting for Ciampa, man. Fuck. I'm going with my gut. I'm not going with my heart on that one because this is a wager. Shit.
I'm finna write it down.
Go ahead. No, give me Cross. Give me Cross for that one. Actually, hold up. Hold up. No, fuck that. Give me Ciampa.
Okay.
Give me Ciampa.
Are you sure?
Give me Ciampa.
All
Give me Ciampa. Clark said she going with Phil. She think Keith Lee gonna get it, and she say what? She want Priest to win. Damian Priest ain't beating Finn Balor. Finn Balor ain't losing 2 back-to-back takeovers. No way.
No, it's not
No
happening.
way.
Not happening. All right, we got 2 more left.
Yes, sir.
We got the triple threat match for the women's title.
Oh,
Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai. Who do you got?
Io Shirai's walking away with that belt.
We actually think the same thing.
Io Shirai's walking away with that belt.
I feel like Rhea and Charlotte are gonna get too involved, and Io will sneak in there and get that bitch.
Yes, bro. And then that progresses the Rhea Ripley and Io storyline going forward.
Oh man, and Charlotte can take her ass back to SmackDown or Raw.
Yeah, because right now they need her. NXT don't need Charlotte
All
right now. They good.
No, they good. No, all right, last one. This one here to me is a toss-up. Velveteen Dream in his second try to get the title versus Adam Cole, baby, who's been holding it for a year. I'm writing down my answer. Just so you know, I'm not changing it. I wrote down my answer.
Okay. Real quick, little. I'm gonna give my answer, but remember, Road Dogg said he got a man crush on Adam Cole. Shawn Michaels is a big advocate for Adam Cole. So what does that tell you? Adam Cole ain't gonna be going nowhere no time soon. But that does not mean that he's not going to lose that belt and not get it back. To me, that just tells me he's going to be at NXT for a while. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to forever hold the belt. Give me Velveteen.
I ain't saying forever, but I have reasons why I'm not picking Dream.
You say you have your
reasons?
You're
picking Dream? You're picking Dream?
I'm picking Dream for this one.
I'm getting ready to jot it down.
Write it down. Dream? Yeah, official that one. Official that one.
You don't remember the inappropriate picture scandal that he had, did you?
What about that?
That's still lingering. Think they're gonna put the belt on somebody who has that lingering? Thank you for the point, sir.
You know what? I'ma bank on them backing they nigga up and like, hey, you know what? If your shit legit, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this. You say it's still lingering, right? With something like that, especially with the way they done JR and them in the past, if something like that is still lingering and they feel like it's a crazy threat or something, they not even about to bother with the fact that Velveteen's still getting that TV time and shit like that, and they still...
That's what I was surprised about. But it's like there was no police report filed or anything like that. It's just the fact that if they put the belt on Velveteen Dream, somebody might be like, oh, and they're making him the champion. Oh, I'm really finna try to expose him now.
Okay,
That's
know what?
Only beef with that.
Okay, you know what? Okay,
I'm not changing your answer though.
Huh? No. I'm not. No. I'm not changing. No, I'm not changing that. That one's already locked in. But that does have me thinking about a previous pick though, because I'm thinking, you know how the show formats and how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
If I honestly do believe Velveteen's gonna win that, bro. I can't say that Tommaso Ciampa's gonna win. They're not gonna give you that many feel goods in one night, bro.
Right now, with feel goods, you got 5 out of 6 feel goods.
See, that's what. Nah, bro. Go ahead and scratch that for me. Karrion Kross, lock that one in. No more changing. That one's a done deal. I can't. Not with the. Yeah, because I mean that's too, and I'm already at too much. So even that one don't really do me no just. This one gonna be interesting, nigga. This is
all right. So I'll go ahead and run. I'm gonna go ahead and run this down real fast, and we can go ahead and shut down the podcast.
Yes, sir.
All right. You went for the face team in a 6-man tag.
Okay.
6-woman tag. You got Johnny Gargano. Finn Balor.
Okay.
Karrion Kross.
Okay.
Io Shirai. Velveteen Dream.
Yes, sir.
I went for the heel team. Keith Lee, Finn Balor, Karrion, Io, and Adam. So it really just depends on the main event, the 6-woman tag, and Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano.
Whew. That's still gonna make for an interesting watch, man. But I'm ready, and I must say,
You know,
considering the dry week, man, I feel like we really, you know what I'm saying, went to the depths of our motherfucking soul and pulled out some pretty good shit this week.
yes, we did, sir. We actually went a little bit longer than I thought we was gonna go, but it is what it is.
Hey,
We had a couple of setbacks, so show the fans legs love.
yes, sir. But that's what that is. But this your boy Arch and
Your boy Phil, with my Larson shirt on.
wait, we not gonna get the wait. Where is it? Where is it?
Wait, what?
The,
Wait, hold on, I gotta find it somewhere. It's right here. Wait,